As temperatures dip this weekend, we take a look at the changes being made to warming shelters around Spokane as the city announces it is reducing the number of emergency warming shelter beds.
Today kicked off the start of meteorological spring, but I'm tracking a more wintry feel to our weather pattern with snow showers this weekend and even into early next week.
Plus, tomorrow, the Idaho Republican Party is holding its presidential caucus. We're breaking down what you need to know to vote tonight.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward. Thank you for being here. We begin tonight with a developing story out of Shoshone County. A city worker in the city of Smelterville made a very disturbing discovery, a human fetus in a storm drain.
For those who don't know, Smelterville is about 13 miles west of Wallace, Idaho. KREM 2's Nathan Hyun is live there right now with the very latest on this situation. Nathan?
Mark, Whitney, good evening. Well, the fetus was actually found last Saturday in a storm drain here in Smelterville. We should let you know right away the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office is not investigating this as a crime, but the Sheriff's Office didn't go public with the information until today.
Even now, we're releasing very minimal facts to as not endanger the investigation, so to speak. So that's why we waited till now to get the help of the public.
Captain Seth Green from the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office says the fetus was
discovered by a local city worker who works on the sewage lines.
A medical examiner has examined the fetus. They say the fetus was 4 months along in the growing process.
At this point, it's just investigating to find out how it entered the sewage system.
The Sheriff's Office does believe that the fetus entered from a line in Smelterville. They could not provide further information on how or exactly where the fetus was found.
So we're starting with what we have. Medical examiner is checking it out and finishing their report as well. So then we'll go from there.
In their Facebook post, the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with information to contact the Sheriff's Office.
Anyone who might know how the fetus ended up being entered into the sewage drain, that's what we're looking for. So it could be someone who had knowledge of the mother of the child or anything else.
The Sheriff's Office says it cannot speculate on whether or not this incident was intentional. And the Sheriff's Office says its first priority is finding out how the fetus got into the drain. Live in Shoshone County, Nathan Hyun, KREM 2 News.
Nathan, thank you very much. We are tracking a new weather alert tonight. The National Weather Service warning of snow squalls in Latah, Whitman, and Benewah counties.
So to get more now, we want to send straight to our meteorologist, Michelle Boss. Michelle?
Yeah, we're into this weather pattern where you can have some sunshine 1 minute and next thing you know, it's snowing hard. We had that happen here in Spokane about an hour ago with a heavy graupel shower. Now we're seeing kind of a heavy snow shower along with some gusty winds. We call that a snow squall. It's kind of like a thunderstorm, but with cold weather and snow rather than rain, and that's moving across the Washington and Idaho Palouse right now at about 40 miles per hour. So some gusty winds associated with that. And anytime you get this kind of quick burst of heavy snow, of course, that can make the roads slick and reduce visibilities as that moves through. And you can kind of see those areas of bright white again moving through the Washington and Idaho Palouse. We'll be dealing with that. The warning continues until 5:30. Elsewhere, we've had some rain, some snow, some graupel showers, even some sunshine earlier today. So very active weather late this afternoon and early evening. We'll get a break after sunset before more active weather returns over the weekend. Could see some light accumulating snow through Saturday in the areas shaded in purple where we have winter weather advisories. Generally looking at light amounts in the lower elevations of 1 to as much as 4 inches, and then heavier snow in the mountains. 4 to 8 inches would be a great weekend for the area ski and snowboard resorts. And as we take a look at winds right now, not terribly strong, but again, under any one of those showers, we can see those winds gust very quickly. 35 degrees in Spokane. We dropped quickly once the graupel moved through. We were seeing lower 40s earlier and still seeing some 40s in Moses Lake and Ritzville. Temperatures are dropping across the Palouse and Lewiston as that precipitation moves through. We'll see that chance of rain and snow earlier this evening, and then again getting a break, and then some steady light snow for early tomorrow morning. Snow showers tomorrow afternoon. And even a little bit of snow possible on Sunday. Little to no accumulation both days. High temperatures in the upper 30s.
All right, Michelle, thank you very much. In other top stories tonight, the man accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old inmate at Martin Hall Juvenile Corrections Facility was in court for the first time.
40-year-old Antoine Jones is accused of raping the teen while transporting her back to that facility in Medical Lake on January 26th. Now, employees at Martin Hall had received an anonymous email about the sexual assault, which then triggered an internal investigation leading to Jones' termination on February 7th.
The next day, the Spokane County Sheriff's Sexual Assault Unit detectives began their investigation. Jones has been charged with rape of a child and custodial sexual misconduct. His bond was set at $150,000.
And trial for a former Idaho State trooper accused of murdering his wife is expected to begin on Monday. Daniel Howard has been out on a $1.5 million bond since December. It was February of 2021 that he said his wife shot herself.
Detectives, though, say they did not find any evidence of a suicide, saying it looked more like a homicide. Last May, Howard turned himself in. He has been charged with first-degree murder. We'll bring you all those updates from the courtroom as soon as we have them.
Well, a downtown business owner in Spokane smashed over the head with a flower pot. Spokane police are now asking for your help to identify the suspect. It happened on Saturday, February 24th. A group of young men had begun acting out in front of a downtown nail salon. One wearing a black hoodie and red and black pants apparently started harassing the owner, accusing him of taking money and then demanding it back.
He is seen heading to the front of the store, knocking over a flower pot as the owner approached the male. He picked up that flower pot and threw it directly at the owner's head, as we just saw. The suspect is described as a teenage male with curly blonde hair. He was also wearing black Nike shoes. If you have any information about who this could be, you are urged to contact that number right there at the bottom of your screen.
U.S. Marshals are still looking for a Spokane man considered armed and dangerous.
They're now raising their reward to $5,000, up from $3,000 for any information leading to his arrest. David Cato is suspected of several home burglaries and is wanted on 2 felony warrants for burglaries and possession of a stolen vehicle. So if you have any information, you can contact the U.S. Marshals Service. That number's also right there at the bottom of your screen. Now to Olympia, where a bill that would improve safety measures at strip clubs in our state is closer to becoming state law.
An amended version of the so-called Strippers' Bill of Rights passed the House on Wednesday. It now returns to the Senate for final approval before it can head to the governor's desk for a signature.
Well, the measure caps fees that clubs can charge dancers, requires panic buttons to be installed, and ensures security staffing requirements for clubs. Those who have been pushing for these changes say it's about respect for workers in the industry.
It's about making sure that dancers aren't dehumanized and stigmatized to a point where the government, our policies, managers, customers are not treating them like they are less than.
That bill will also get rid of the lewd conduct code in Seattle, which could pave the way for strip clubs to serve alcohol. Washington is the only state in the country where that is not legal.